Hey folks, my name is Mike Honan. My website is mikehonan.com, and today I'm going to talk about 7 important skills required to become a digital marketer, or a better digital marketer, or a digital marketer. Get in there, do something. Anyway, so the first thing I think about digital marketing is really to establish yourself with a presence online, and to do that, you've got to produce content. Content has to be relevant to your niche. You want to provide solutions. You want to be able to communicate clearly and really offer value to whatever audience you're trying to reach. And to do that, there's a lot of different mediums you can use: social media, YouTube, blogs, written, video, audio. You can use any of those. And I think that the main thing is play to your strengths. If you're a really good writer, write. If you're good in front of a camera or you've got a good voice, play to your strengths regardless of how you do that. That being said, I think the more platforms you can hit on, the better. So the best, places to put your content, and working on getting good content that's effectively communicates and delivers value to your niche. Play to your strength. Don't focus on what you're not good at. Focus on what you're good at, and then develop those other areas too. There's nothing wrong with having a blog to support your videos, but get your videos out there. If that's what you want to focus on, do that. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have a blog, but you could do a video blog, or however you want to do that. Do it in such a way that focuses on your strengths, not your weaknesses, and work on your content. Content's really important, but nobody starts out great. So I would say always just get out there, start doing it, and build and develop. Nothing happens overnight. Stick with it. WordPress, it's interesting. I watched this video, and this guy talked about a lot of these things. Saurav Jain, I think his name was, this Indian fellow. Really a good, great video. I'm not a real big WordPress guy, but I think it's an excellent point. It'd be good to know WordPress. WordPress is a great format to have your website. If you put it in a WordPress format, it's really great. And WordPress is very versatile because there's so many apps, and so many different companies made apps for WordPress. You can do shopping carts and all kinds of stuff. So it is very versatile. Yes, learn WordPress. I honestly don't have a WordPress site, but we've used WordPress sites for some of our other ventures, for my other business. And yeah, WordPress works great. It's a great format. There's a lot of different ones, but WordPress is like one of the most universally used ones. So I think WordPress is a good place to start and actually finish. I mean, you can do so much with WordPress. Get a working knowledge. Here's the cool thing about WordPress. You can always find someone that's good at WordPress to fill in the blanks where you're not great. So it's not a big deal. Photo editing, this is interesting. Photo editing is important. This is one thing about marketing online. Unless you can afford to pay somebody to do a lot of this stuff, there are so many different platforms to help you with your photo editing, with your image editing. You can use Photoshop. You can use some of these high-end software platforms for editing photos. But I use Canva, and it is really easy to use. It takes you a few minutes to learn it. I go to Pixels and get photos off Pixels.com. There's so many different resources to help you, and so you can upload and download stuff in and out of Canva. You can edit. They've got tons of fonts, really a lot of different implements to make really cool graphics for your thumbnails, for your graphics, for all your ads, whatever you're doing. There's so much good stuff in there that definitely use Canva, and it's free. So it's really awesome. Here's another thing. He talked about data analysis. Regardless of what platform you're using, you do need to learn how to track how your content is doing. I do a lot of YouTube, and I use TubeBuddy, and it's very helpful. I'd also say, to help with your analytics, watch videos with people explaining how to use Google Analytics or TubeBuddy, or there's a number of different analytics software that you can use for whatever your main platform is you're attacking, whether you're doing a lot of social media or YouTube or a blog or however you want to make sure that you understand how to track what you're doing and watch your number. A big part of any of this stuff, marketing, is being able to track how your ads, how your content, how your sales are going. You want to be able to track that and monitor that. So yeah, definitely want to do a lot of, learn how to do that. It's important. A lot of people talk about passion, and honestly, everybody's got, you got to work. I don't know. I know there's people that say do what you're passionate about. I honestly don't know how to process that. I think we're all different. I do a lot of things I don't necessarily want to do. Although I got to admit, I do enjoy doing these videos, audio, video. I used to do a lot of just pure videos with me in front of the camera. Now I'm doing audios, and it does make it really easy. I think here's what I keep saying: play to your strengths. Do what you're good at. Do what you're good at. Learn and shore up where you're not good at it. Either hire somebody, and a lot of times online you can find, with Fiverr, you can find people to fill in the gaps for just not much money. So it's really doable. As far as passion goes, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're passionate about something, awesome. But you got to make a living. So, you're going to have to do a lot of different things and fill in the gaps where necessary. I think always play to your strengths. Play to your strengths. Don't beat yourself up what you're not good at. Find somebody to help you out in those areas, and then move on. The important thing is getting out there and doing it. I think you learn by doing, especially with online marketing. I've learned so much more by just getting there and just doing the videos. Look, my content at this point isn't amazing. It may not be like the most, but I'm doing it and I'm learning. And I'll tell you what, in 6 months, as I continue to do this, I've been doing it for a couple of months, and in 4 to 6 months, I'm going to be better than I am now. In 4 to 6 or 2 or 3 months, you will get better on a daily basis. As you invest time into learning and applying what you learn and doing it, you will learn how to do it and get better. This does not happen overnight. That's the main thing. And I know a lot of people, especially in our culture, everything's got to happen now. I get it, but it doesn't. It never does. I've been in business for 35 years. Nothing happens overnight. Time and consistency always win out. The guys that are flash in the pan, that's all they are. If you're just in it for 2 weeks for a quick buck, yes, you may make a quick buck, but to really make the money, you have to apply yourself consistently over time, day in, day out, for months, weeks, years, or weeks, months, years. That's the progression, and you'll succeed. I mean, I don't think it's really, success is just the orderly occurrence of events. So you learn by doing, and then here's the other thing. Stay up to date with what's going on with marketing on the internet. Online, things change very fast, and what's working today, the big thing is now attraction marketing and content marketing is big, big, big. Everybody's talking about it, but that isn't going to last forever. It just isn't. Things change. People become immune to the advertising. Look at what was working 30, 40 years ago. Just isn't working as well today. A whole different culture, whole different group of young people who are raised in a different environment with the internet and just tons of visual messages coming at them all the time. They're immune to a lot of this stuff. It isn't working. It isn't as effective. It may work a little bit, but it's not as effective as it used to be 30, 40, 50 years ago. So you want to stay up to date with what's happening on the internet, what's changing. So you want to stay up. So those are just like 7 basic concepts that'll help you if you move ahead and want to address this stuff. You got to pay attention to those 7 things, content, different methods like not methods, but different platforms like WordPress. If you're doing a blog, WordPress is fantastic. If you're doing a website, to have a WordPress site is great. It works very well. And so, that's just a real, it's like, Google Chrome. WordPress is big. It's just a great format to work off of. Learning how to do graphic editing using Canva. If you're doing marketing, you want to have something that grabs people's attention, and you want to be able to, understand how that works, how to make effective, visually appealing images. Learning how to use TubeBuddy and Google Analytics is so important. The whole thing with passion, work to your strengths. Just work to your strengths. Do what you're good at, and hire out. Get somebody else to do the stuff you're not good at. Find people to work with you on those levels. And then, just really apply yourself, learn by doing, do this stuff, apply what you learn. The best way to attack this internet marketing and learn is to do it. You know, you can only learn so much by sitting in front watching videos or studying. I mean, that's great, but you will learn so much more by applying what you know and learn by doing. You'll conquer the market by doing that. And then, of course, nothing stays the same. Nothing is static. It is changing all the time. Google and all these different platforms are changing their metrics, how searches are run out. You know, everything's changing all the time, so you want to make sure you stay up to date and are aware of the changes and stay fluid, change with the markets. So anyway, that's all I have today. If you like what you're hearing, go to my website, mikehonan.com, subscribe to my email list. That's about it. I hope things work out for you. I hope they work out for me. I hope they work out for both of us. Anyway, hey, have a great day. Adios, amigos.